truly. But today we have a new video format I'm trying. What ifs? Inspired by Moscow X, and some of the other Dragon Ball YouTubers, Celestials. We the Celestials also for the My Hero Bot. Today I've got a real good one. What if Sonic the Hedgehog was in My Hero Academia? Wait, why do I have a British accent now for some reason? What happened? Well, anyways. Let's start the scene. Also, by the way, we won't be focusing in on his home life too much, and I'm gonna make some adjustments, mainly because we don't know who Sonic's parents are. So I'm just gonna call them Sonic's dad and mom. To not have to come up with names, because my default names are Jane. Jane and Jace. That's it. That's it. For some reason. So, now we're gonna do this. So basically I'm gonna set the stage with these videos, try and make it all cool and stuff. Don't worry, there'll still be video games videos like Punch a Bunch or Teardown. But it's gonna be a bit more varied because imagination, big. So I'm gonna flex that imagination for some good storytelling. And these won't be in parts too. They'll just be you know how it's it'll just be a full story, because I hate watching stories and then it's unfinished and you have to wait a month for the conclusion. It makes me angry. So if I can't get it out one day, I'll probably finish it up the next day. My max capacity for pods would probably be 6 instead of the traditional 17. So this will be quality over quantity, which is something I'm not very good at, but actually, yeah, something I'm very good at. My last videos were pretty good, but there's only 5 of them, so it's time to actually start this new video type off with a bang! Or should I say a sonic boom? Yeah, well anyways. So, we set the stage. There were 2, parents, just the Sonic's dad and mom. They had a weird little rodent for a child who was weird. He had 90s energy, not their 90s, our 90s. So, he got bullied at school a bit for his weirdness, at times. He had a couple friends, he had a group of friends, and I'm just gonna say the characters' names from the show, who had kind of similar quirks but different. So Amy, who's just kind of normal, she has gifted knowledge of how to use a hammer. There's Knuckles, just super strength, gliding, the normal Knuckles stuff we all know, and also kind of love or hate depending on the character. If you're racing him in Mania, you probably hate his abilities. Also, and then there was Tails. That's their little friend group they were always in. They just had friends, chilled, hung out. It's Sonic. We know Sonic. He always had that way past cool energy about him. I'm about to embarrass Sega so much. Yeah, he did a joke which was Sonic Says from the 90s cartoon. He did that as his joke thing. But he really was strong, and he couldn't take when someone was mean to his friends. Because he also got bullied a bit. It was weird. He wasn't popular. Because everyone thought he was just a weird rodent. So if they started picking on his friends, he would get rid of the bullies, mainly by probably embarrassing them. Because We all know Sonic. He totally would do that. So, he saw that he never lost a fight in his entire life. Like, never ever. He never ever lost. So he decided, hey, I'm gonna be a pro hero. Yeah. He, in the UA entrance exam, like, actually, he was, with his friend group. They were high schoolers, by the way. It was, like, the same day that, Izuku got his butt, he was given one for all. So, well, he was offered one for all and got his butt handed to him by, like, the sludge villain. All Might, punched it into next year. Actually, no, he did that to Nomu. So, he decided, you know what? I'm gonna be a pro hero. All those kids will see me then, and saving people, and it's gonna be way past cool. So, so they all went. So, all of his friends went. They did fail, by the way. I would say that Tails got scared, but I don't want to bring up the, let me just reenact the scene thing from Forces. Sonic, help me! Mindin' word, that freaking Sonic was presumed dead at the time. Tails, you are better than this, buddy. Thank you to Sonic Frontiers. And Sonic, brought his ornament with him. It was a handout of his family. It was a green gem having the shape of a traditional cartoon diamond. And he bring it everywhere. Like, everywhere, I do say. Like, he wouldn't leave home if it was, like, even if, like, it was somewhere else. He would go wherever it was, so it's kind of sad, because it was a reminder of his, grandparents, which were also heroes. They had, the power to make Edith's speed look like a joke. So they kind of just were the speed heroes at that time. Like, and also this was his grandparents, like 4 generations ago, like 5 generations ago, actually. Like, One For All wasn't even that strong yet, which is kind of crazy, but, we did this. I'm pretty sure All Might wouldn't have even been born yet. Oh my god, his family was old. After a while, his family just, Eggman's also a villain, like a proper MHA villain, because I want to bring some of the characters over, like the important ones. So, Eggman was the person to defeat and conquer his grandparents. So he was, and their final handout to their kids was the green, as you will definitely have guessed, Chaos Emerald. Well, anyways, so let's fast forward to the let me think, what was it again? Entrance exam. That's the words. Yeah. And also, if you're wondering what power set I'm giving him like a mix of Sonic Frontiers, like his fighting ability, and the movie. Like, he's so fast he can slow down time like the movie, but like he still has like most of the moves from Frontiers. He can do the Sonic Boom. He's basically just Frontiers Sonic, but with the power to slow down time. It's like his thing. He's basically he was fighting the first robot came up to him, and he was so fast. They took down like several of the robots in just minutes. Like he took down half the robots in a couple minutes. Because like we all know Sonic, he's kind of overpowered. So he was able to take down most of the robots with ease. And also I'm gonna say that in this one, like Izuku still gets in for rescue points, but he isn't the one to take down the 0 pointer. This will be the Hedgehog Man. He just saves Uraraka from underneath, those rubbles. He just uses one throw, chuck it through a building, and like it was a frisbee. So he does that. God. He does that, and then and the way the 0 pointer was defeated, it was going in for a punch on them until Sonic came in, ran up its arm, then delivered the Sonic Boom attack, the one where he puts his hands out and the crosses fly everywhere. Yeah, he does that. Into the spinny one where he goes around all the time, and it's really cool. Yeah, he does that into the kick he does against Knight. When you get the counter strike and he's and kicks Knight onto the floor. I still never figured out how Knight was able to get up, considering he's his arms are kind of shrimp-like, and his feet are wheels. And there's 4 of them, so it's a wild thing that he's able to get up off the floor. It's expected him to be as helpless as a turtle. What could you say? A turtle is? Because they do Dragon Ball. So after that, Sonic's Sonic jumps down and says to actually, I'm gonna cover how the 0 pointer dies first. The head gets knocked down, and there was still some rubble. It landed where its feet were, basically. Izuku throwing the rubble didn't break his arm. Basically, it was kind of he did it like he was throwing a paper clip away. So he didn't break his arm. So when he punched the robot in the feet after friggin' Sonic kicked it, so after that he the 0 pointer crumbled down to the floor, and I'll tell you what was down there. There's still rubble. Some of it's spiky, so it went and blew up everywhere. Just some kids got hit they were the pieces were meteors, dude. It was bah bah bah. And then Sonic jumped down using the stump move, bah, and said, and was are you okay? Hello, my name's Sonic. Sonic's the Hedgehog. Are you okay? Not in that tone, though. No, not like that. Yeah, like that. He went down, made sure they were okay, and they were friends. It was the first meeting of Uraraka and Deku a bit. It was kind of like that, It's kind of awkward, but they were happy to see each other. It was strange. It was the most awkward thing anyone in that school had ever experienced. So, after the entrance exam, the 2 weeks went by at the speed of sound. Because Sonic had places to go. He got to follow his rainbow. He's got to keep moving on. There's only one way to find. Now that I've ripped off City Escape's theme, just on that. Sonic, he was in, yeah. He let that his friends didn't get him, and he was like, "That's no good." Just like that. But surprisingly, Tails actually managed to get in like the support course, so it was weird. Like he just barely scraped in. It was him and another kid barely able to like do it. Cause like he generals in like technology and like he also applied for maybe the support course if he couldn't get in the hero course, so they got him and he like got in like just on the final day before they handed out all the letters and stuff. So it's kind of like for Tails. And if you're wondering, yes, Tails is usually called Miles in this one because like he doesn't have like the defect. Actually, no, his quirk would be Two Tails, yes. So he still figured out the flight stuff too. So let's flash forwards to first day. Sonic was first in by like an hour. Like he was sitting there for like an hour before the whole thing started up. He was like on the thing like on his side like when will it start? Checking his watch. This one did have a watch check that day. Usually didn't wear one. And also I'm gonna cover this little detail. Like the rim of the watch was like a ring. It's like a ring from Sonic. You know. And also he had like he had this hat on which had like the print of like the Green Hill stuff. And they had a like custom made uniform for him considering, you know, his body proportions are kinda out of this world. Like I don't know how to describe his body proportions, but at a point they just get cumbersome. That's how I'm gonna put it. So he walked around. When kids started going in, he zipped into class. Like way before anyone was even in the building. Like he was there before the teachers showed up. Just there for like an hour, like, I wonder, I'll never get these 2 hours back, will I? Yeah. So he was just there, having fun, being Sonic, and also doing some stupid stuff along the way. So the way Sonic did this, like, if you're wondering the way Sonic like did in like the what's thing with the grip test, did quite well. He did above like most of the other kids, but like if like they had something like Enduro got above him, like. But since he was the highest, he did the baseball test, which I just really want to share this. He threw it, slowed down time by running in a circle really fast, and went behind Aizawa, and chucked the ball at the back of his head. Like, oh no, I chucked it across the. Actually, no, he didn't do it like that. He started like rapidly punching the ball. So it had enough momentum to hit him in the back of the head. Like just boop. And he was like, huh? And looked behind him and the thing said, went around the earth, bud. So he did that. He totally did do that. And he was like, oh, wait, that's cool. Yeah, all the kids were like, so, all the other kids went next. Why did I do that face? Like, an interesting team up for this. For the hero versus villain exam. I'm gonna put him against like Bakugo and Todoroki. So I want to do that because I want to see Sonic slipping on ice. You could say that he's on thin ice. So he was, he went to the thing, and you want to know who his partner was? It was Mina. Yeah. So, anyways, so she was like, yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. Well, internally, because he didn't want a repeat of the Aizawa thing. You know, I will expel you stuff. So that didn't happen. But on the way there, he fell over, hitting his landed on the floor and was like, oh god. And he dug the floor up a little bit and pulled out a yellow Chaos Emerald. He pulled out the yellow one. So he's collected 2 Chaos Emeralds. And also, yes, this is setting up for a fight with Ulf or one of the other cool villains later. Don't at me. See, anyways, he was, rolling around at the speed of sound until he got in the ball room and fell over. Yeah, in that setting up, Bakugo was put to fight Mina, and Todoroki was just gonna slip up Sonic for like an hour while he was like, whoa, I got it. Oh god, I got it this time. Oh, if you're gonna say, oh, it's Sonic Lost. Oh, it's Sonic Lost World. He gets ice skate with his shoes. Unsubscribe. Yes, that was a Moscow X joke. Thank you. Thank him for that. But no, he didn't have like he had his hero costume, which was similar to his other costume. His outfit, what was one of mine? Let me think back to the time he wore an outfit. Also, by the way, he had Knuckles' hat. The hat Knuckles wears in the Sonic 8 MVA. Get that hat. I know everything you're gonna do, but you know everything I'm gonna do. Strange, isn't it? Yeah, that's one of the best lines ever, by the way. Come at me. So after a while of Sonic slipping and sliding about, eventually he got up to the bomb, and you know how he won? In the final 10 seconds, Todoroki left to go help Bakugo, and he this is the bomb, this hand, and this is Sonic, and this is his head, trust me. He was like, he was crying so long that he just slid up to the bomb on accident and headbutted it, and all that was like, the hero team wins! And Bakugo was like, did the ice melt? And then Todoroki was like, I don't think so. And then Bakugo was like, God damn it, Icy Heart, you've ruined that. Now I'm not the best. I'm still the best, but because of you I don't look like it. He did the angry Pomeranian joke thing, And All Might was like, actually, Young Hedgehog, that's his last name is Hedgehog? His real name's The? You know what, young Sonic just got so tired he just went up to a wall, kicked off it, and then slid into the bomb. And friggin' Bakugo was screaming like, why did it be a stupid thing? Mina was like, yes, we did it, yeah. was just kind of stuck in the room for a bit until Todoroki made like a little ice block that made him slide up it, then just out of the room. Then he got up and was like, I hate ice. So after that whole, charade with Sonic being basically useless in icy scenarios, he went to support course with Tails in it. Cause like him and Tails, like this is more like 9. This Tails is a bit more like 9 from Prime, And he asked for an upgrade to his shoes, which I may say looked exactly like the 9's upgrade from Prime. Sorry, I just really like the look of those shoes. They look really good. So Sonic got his, upgrade combined with soap shoes, like, when he's rolling around at the speed of sound. Hey, oh, look at this! I'm getting distracted. So, basically, he was... Why are they so distracted? Cut the camera. Yeah, so basically, what happened was he was like, he got his shoes upgraded to being the Sonic Prime shoes. By the way, it was like the New York City style shoes, not like the jungle one with the Wolverine rip-off claws happening, or like the pirate one where he actually... They did include the feature to like make him hop above water, because but you know how Sonic is with water. It's like he screams. So, and if you're wondering how he made him hover, he got a bit of help from like Nejire to get the like tech working to make the floating stuff happen. Like he copied like the energy signature and like everything worked out. So yeah, and also in the swimming episode, I'm just gonna mention that. When they invite him to a pool party, he jumps out the window. He was terrified, like, oh, pool! Yeah. He lives with Chris, like the one from Sonic X, and he ended up in the pool and nearly drowned like last time, so he had really bad flashbacks. When he heard the word pool, he had a nervous flashback of the time that Chris saved him from sinking. So, now that I'm gonna try and stop getting sidetracked like a lot. What happened was after that was we're hopping straight into the dump USJ incident. And if you're wondering, I'm gonna explain Sonic's hero costume real quick. You can see I gotta go fast for a second. Because this is an audio video, you can say that it's going at the speed of sound. I'm sorry, my jokes are garbage, I know. But that's funny to me. So basically, we found out that Sonic was special, cause I'm gonna try and mix up some of his origins. Like he was an orphan kid, so he didn't belong to his family. Like his family his parents were dead. So, but he never knew that he was an orphan per se, so he had this special power bestowed upon him at a young age, and his parents just lied to him about his, being an orphan. And his parent was named Longclaw. Yes. So they just said that was his quirk, although it was never his quirk. He just had a special thing. And the League of Villains. I just wanted to make sure we didn't think it was the League of Avengers, because it's not. It would be called the Revengers if it was. The Revengers. So, the LOV came in like, I'm gonna kill All Might. All Might still, had like friggin' the common cold, so he couldn't come or whatever. Used too much of his power. He was tired. He just needed a quick nap. So he just had a bit of a nap for a while. Most of the events happened similarly. But you wanna know something? They chucked Sonic, the fastest thing alive. They chucked him into the most maneuverable, most acrobatic character into the water zone. Not like the big ship one. No, I mean like the one that's raining, like the raining one. So he was just there. He wasn't scared of rain, because that's not Sonic. So he was like, they put him in the only one with streets. Well, one of the only ones, was two. The only one with streets. So dude just ran at the speed of sound and took out all the villains in a second. Oh, by the way, the League of Villains is also searching for Chaos Emeralds, and he also has 4 now. If you're wondering, like, oh, how does he have 4? I'm gonna explain that now. So basically, what it is like, some of the kids had their own Chaos Emeralds. Yeah, I know, like, it's like really strange that they all had the Chaos Emeralds, but hey, it was really strange that our main character ran into All Might, wasn't it? Yeah, anime coincidences always happen. So, like, oh, Bibara can't teleport to the friggin' battlefield in the Moro arc because he hasn't been on Earth before. I was like, what? Goku teleported to the land of Kais, and humans had never been there before, had he? No, that's not how the insta-transmission works. Yeah, so anime coincidences, to make it more scary or whatever, is a thing that happens. So, like, Sonic had 4. The League of Villains had 3. Sonic had the powers of the League of Villains, so instead of like Bakugan, Brawl, or like Izuku and stuff, they were more interested in Sonic than Izuku, just barely. They still really wanted to kill All Might. They were still crazy about that, but they just crazy about the power of God's anime being on friggin' Sonic's side than anything. So Sonic tried to fight the Gnome, put up a pretty good fight, actually. Like I'm gonna do some quick power scaling there. Don't kick my butt please don't. So like Supersonic, and I know like, oh no, he isn't Supersonic yet. Oh no, is he gonna fight the Nomu with Supersonic? No, he won't. No, sorry, nah. So Supersonic was able to be all the Titans, Dark Gaia from Sonic Unleashed, Supreme, the End, but that was more like Sage in him, you know, like sort of like a halfway point. So that's like doesn't really count, but does. Like it's hard to explain basically. Basically what he's like is like Supersonic is like destroy the planet strong, and also for all you Mario fans that say he's stronger, no, it's Sonic. Has Mario ever destroyed the moons multiple times? I need to grow more fingers to count how many times he's done that. Oh, but you know, the boy has destroyed planets is Supersonic. You know that Supersonic is like a really big power up, so I'm gonna put his power level, and yes, I'm using the power levels from Dragon Ball. Let me just do the quick reenaction of what I really want to do. Let me just. Vegeta! What does the scouter say? It's over 9,000! What? That's impossible! No, you're not just wrong, you're stupid. And ugly, just like your mother. Yeah, so basically... So basically that happened. Then you did the thing where he was like... let me just do this reenactment, because I do visual acting long. Detroit Smash! He did that. He did his Detroit Smash against the Nomu. Didn't do a single hit point, you know, thing was still on 100 HP, you know, it was nothing. Nothing! Zero! You lose! As Willy Wonka would put it. And, you know, I'm just gonna grab my chair again. Oh, God. Basically, after that, this is where, like, his actions change a bit, I think. The Nomu goes in for a big, massive, colossal, extreme, 5 minutes later, extraordinary, powerful, the punch on Deku, you know, the Dark Detroit Smash, as I like to call him. Like, I like to call that, like, the Nomu special move. No. Oh. So by the way, I will be getting into anime season 6, but not going much past that, mainly because I don't read the manga. Like, do you think I have the time to read? No, I don't. I do have the time to read, but you know, I don't want to. Yeah. Yes. Don't mind that. Well, anyways, what happens afterwards, in the battle with the, Nomu is Sonic saves Izuku from, you know, broken jaw disease, you know, a very serious illness, usually caused by a Nomu hitting you in the face. Yeah. You don't want it. You don't want it. It hurts. Loving can hurt. As someone on a wise guitarist on the internet would say. So basically, the afterwards, focused in defense. I'm just kidding. Did we all see Sonic Prime? Guy got hit by cars, fell out of the sky multiple times. Got absolutely just got yeeted into outer space by Thorn Rose. Friggin' the Dread did something. Like, all the, Eggman, like, both of the Eggmen kind of kicked his butt at points. Surprised that, yeah, so we know he can kind of take a beating, but, like, getting hit by a car, or, like, getting yeeted by, like, Thorn Rose is nothing, and I mean nothing! Zero! You lose! It isn't that. In comparison to, like, you know, like, we saw All Might, like, punch the gnome, didn't we? Like, the launching of the outer space thing is a joke for me. But, like the Thorn Rose yeeting him into outer space. Oh my, literally yeeted him into the stratosphere. Guy probably went into orbit a couple times. No. Wait, why did my voice just cracked? It was like a Kit Kat went, oh. So after that, the sports festival happened. I don't think that's what happened next. Let me think. Was the sports festival? Okay, the sports festival is next. I am correct. And then it's like camp events. No. Then it's like the hero training. Like, so they can train with the heroes, like real heroes. Real hero training. And it's like the camp where Deku fights Muscular and breaks his arm multiple times over. Did the same thing he did with his fingers in the sports festival before. All Might and All For One have a battle, and yes, I am planning to do a thing with Sonic in the battle. Trust me, I'm not letting the boy be weakened. Then the Kai Kiseki, yes, I know how to say that name, happens. They do also move in dorms. I know exactly what Sonic's room would be. A mess of random, like, skateboards, other things. Things from the 90s, like a boombox would probably be in there. Yeah, so Sonic did that, and also, Spotify with, songs like, excuse my singing for this. Here you go, beyond my lips, not to compromise. I've been waiting for my moment to strike. Come close. Yeah, songs like the Sonic Frontiers stuff, because I will say, find your flame when you dance with destiny. I've been there and I've seen it. I'm never gonna stop believing. You'll find your flame. It's really good. I'm sorry for that terrible singing, but like that song, better than the game's theme. It should have been the game's theme. I think it was like a track for Sage, so no, it should have been a Sage track. That would have made sense, like find a flame as in getting personality. Oh. Also, I'm so excited for late in 2023 when they give me a better ending. I hate it. I mean, hated that ending, dude. I was like, how was that Sonic Frontier ended? Sir, do you have a couple brain cells missing? Because that wasn't worth the ending, like the build-up. up. Like, Sage died, got brought back, like, 5 minutes later. Friggin'... But Eggman being like, oh, be careful, dear daughter, was, like, a heartwarming moment. I nearly cried when I saw it. It was so good. I was like, oh, can make a grown Raina cry, but I'm not grown. So that happened. Now to the sports festival, the race. The cavalry battle. I was like, the race. What would Sonic win? He's literally called the fastest thing alive for a reason, my guy. Anyways. So he was hanging out at the sports festival, rocked up next to this thing, on the booth. Actually, no, the League of Villains only has 2 Chaos Emeralds. He saw a red gem, and also, by the way, he has the purple, the white, the green, now the red, and the cyan ones. He has all of them. So he has like 5 of the Chaos Emeralds. Nearly enough to go Sonic. Yes, so Super Sonic, yes. Not Super Saiyan, Super Sonic. I love how I was like, yes, Super Saiyan, not Sonic, not Super Sonic, yeah, no. Yeah. So he did that, and, things happen. Guy, he had this natural attraction to Chaos Emeralds. No, not in the romantic way, no. So he was just hanging out. Oh yeah, the ball episode comes, and he in that episode he has a little tussle with Shigaraki, gives him a slap across the face. Not like a full-on fight, but like enough that he drops one of the Chaos Emeralds. And this is like right before the end, like the thing that happens. So, by the way, he won't go Super Sonic in the fight with Awful. I got something better than that. Trust me, I got a brain. I'm not just going Super Sonic. Oh no, you go Super Sonic. Oh. No, that's stupid. No. Also, by the way, my Dragon Ball What Ifs, I'm not gonna give out any other characters Akari. It's just a Broly thing. Thank you very much, everyone. No one can go Akari except my guy Broly. Otherwise, someone already would have. It would have been every Saiyan ever who knew how to control the Great Ape. So he did that. They had guilt for being serial killers. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge to the manga people who know about, there might have been a granola and oatmeal. Yeah, but guys, you literally need to, Anyways, and also, by the way, I hate that getting no friggin' instant transformation. It's too weird. It's too weird, son. So basically, and if you're wondering why I'm not giving those character insight things, like the voice acting things, and also Ida got expelled at this point, by the way. It's something about Sonic's gonna be taking Ida's place in the tournament. The reason Ida got expelled is his quirk is a speed quirk. He can get tired. Sonic is unable to get tired. His quirk also provides immense combat ability. Unlike Ida's. It does provide speed, Ida's, kind of. And, momentum for kicks. So, he got, expelled. Whole thing happened. And also, the little tidbit here. Mineta never got in. Yeah. Mineta was gonna get in over Mind Control Kid, but Sonic got in over Mineta, so also, they kept the 1 million headbands in this one, so they were first no matter what. So, I'm actually gonna do something kind of unexpected with this next part. So the first fight, my, Sonic v. Mei Hatsume. Yeah, Mei Hatsume just like kind of showed off, or tried to. Sonic nearly got eliminated at one point because like, he just put some oil on the floor on accident. And he like nearly slipped out of the arena. And if you're wondering, he did that animation he does in the classic games where he's like this. Let me just get up. Where he's like, swimming in air. He does that. So he does that animation. Ow, my foot. He does that animation. No, it's nice, fun. Things happen. But, you could say, he gets past her. She like resigns afterwards. She's like, why? Ida, like, doesn't, like, he's also attending another hero school at this point, so. And also, he doesn't get the speech. Unlike Bakugo, so not everyone's trying to murder Yue. Not everyone has the knives out. Like, avast! Yeah, like that. So that's good for Yue. I'm just kidding, I know it's Yue Sports Festival. It's the, licensing exam. I know. I just got that horribly wrong for a joke. Oh crap, all of My Hero Academia fans have got, like, just getting the knives out of the toga. Oh god, oh no. So, everything happens like normal. Tokuyami fights Sonic, if I am correct. And by the way, the final was, Bakugo v Sonic, so we already know how the final Todoroki's gonna go. For the semifinals. So the finals were the way this thing goes is Sonic, like, cause like, you know how his moves work, like they generate light, and we know Dark Shadow's bad at light. He walks the dark side mainly because if he were on the light side he would die due to, the light of the side, the light side. So yes, Sonic generating light is not good for Tokuyami. Dude just spin dashes him out of the arena. If you're wondering what I mean, he Tokuyami punches him. He does like the move he does in like the. Oh crap! So basically, Basically, what he does is he like. What is it again? Let me. Oh yeah. He does the move where he's like on the floor with a spin dash and then kicks him out of the arena. He slides across the floor and nearly gets knocked out. He isn't out, and then Sonic spin dashes him. If you're wondering, but Sonic would carry the momentum. Tokuyami goes out first. His back went out before Sonic's spines went out. So he was fine. Still in, still good, still good. So he was like, that's way past school. He does as Sonic says, like, hey kids, always try your best. no matter what happens, and don't ride police cars as a way of movement. No, everything happens. It's fun. Is that Herobrine on that poster? Wait, is that? Okay. Getting distracted again, Raina. You don't. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop getting distracted now. So, what happens after that is, let me think. So sorry for like the awkward silence. This is something going on here. Well, anyways, the finals goes like this. I'm gonna actually say the whole interactions and stuff because I really want to do that. So basically, what happens is Sonic challenges Tenya. I mean, not Ida, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know. Challenges Bakugo to a fight, and he also updated his costume every time he got a Chaos Emerald, except like the new one he has. Nothing in the mall episode hasn't happened yet, so So he's fighting Bakugo. Bakugo launches a right hook. He uses slide. He slides under it. Does his full to smash square on the PS4 controller after being behind Bakugo, because he spread his legs out, so he kicks him up sideways, unleashes his combo. Bakugo gets knocked back, barely stays in by using Explosion to keep him in. But what Sonic actually does is, because of the way Bakugo's quirk works, is he needs to be sweating for it to work. So what Deku does is he just makes a really, really big breeze, So Bakugo's absolutely freezing. Every time a bit of sweat was made, it just got turned into ice immediately, and that disabled the ability to make it blow up. And if you're wondering, yeah, that one time he did stop a villain attack, he was actually wearing his one of his arms had glove on it and he had scarf on, so he was still warm. Unlike this, he's actually arms starting to completely freeze up, actually freeze, ice. Oh, this is an hour video. Yes. So what happens after that is Sonic says, I'm trying my best to win, and I'm gonna.
Can you sort me out?
Oh God. Give me a minute, guys. Okay, my minute of silence is done. So have, considering who, Bakugo is. Okay. I'm gonna say. So basically, Bakugo's like, die, you didn't wanna be, and shoots a massive explosion. Like he tries to, well, cause like, the thing is, after the whole like 5 to 10 minute speech Sonic did, boring everyone with, oh, I have a power of friendship. Every last bit of the cold was gone. So Bakugo did an absolutely gigantic explosion. Like, one of the biggest explosions seen in My Hero Academia from him. Like, this one was on par with the one he did in Heroes v Villains exam. Like, this one was absolutely powerful. But all Sonic did was, after his fully shot and coming at him slow-mo, picked up Bakugo in slow-mo, barely able to, ran back over, plopped him down on the floor, and made it look like he was shooting the explosion. And then the time started and everyone was like, what? So, he just got the Uno reverse card played in a million, knocking Bakugo out of the arena, out of consciousness too. Like, that's crazy powerful. And he's feeling powerful, his strength tenfold, he's big and bold. Well, anyways, now that I'm done making my song references, thank you to every Juno song for that little tidbit of knowledge, yes. Give me a minute, something. Hey, I'm back. Ready to record some more video. What's this? No, never mind. So, like, after this little interaction, Bakugo's like, God damn it! Why did he? That's cheating, boy! That's cheating! Now I can beat the mighty Bakugo! Yeah, he did his all angry Pomeranian, like, thing he does. So he did a replay of what basically happened last time he got angry with Todoroki. And by angry, I mean like angry for Bakugo. Like, not like angry, because that would just be a couple seconds before he started yelling. Because he's always kind of angry. You wanna know a secret? He's always angry. Yeah, yeah. So Sonic is crowned the winner. Give me a minute, viewers. I'm just gonna events afterwards. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes, curious discovery. Great Killbrainer. You would have never figured it out without you, you were saying. Even though nearly everyone knows how the story goes. So, that was a thing. Bakugan Bro. His ego is a bit, bruised is the word. So he's like, so basically his whole ego just exploded at that moment. So, I'm gonna not cover the whole camp, just like the events he's involved with. Him and Deku are good friends. I haven't said that yet. Him and Deku and Uraka are like the friend group with him, like Ida, Uraka, and Deku. It's like a thing there. Like that thing. So, he's, with them, with Deku here, so he runs off with Deku. And, fights Musculo with Deku. You know how there's only one Chaos Emerald remaining for him to collect? He doesn't get it. Sorry, but I'm robbing you of this moment. Thank you. What actually happens is, they were fighting Muscular, and in this version, Deku wasn't able to take him out, so, Deku gets the old. But in, the final moments, he, Sonic gets one for him. That's a dangerous combination you're getting. It only gets more dangerous, too. You wanna know what his final thing is? His deadly, experiment is? Sonic X. He turns into Fleetway Supersonic. I'm just kidding, he turns into Dark Sonic. You were seriously like, dude, it was right in front of you, guy. Yeah, he turns Dark Sonic, and I'm gonna cover this whole fight. I really want to cover it. And it's more just, Sonic absolutely destroying Muscular, but that's besides the point. I just really wanted to cover it. What happens is Muscular, with the muscle he had acquired from fighting Deku, goes in for a massive punch, and then this is the reaction from Dark Sonic. Guy just doesn't care. He just grabs it off his face, puts it down, gives him this look of pure anger. Does what Gohan did in Superhero, where he's like, my turn, and then kicks him in the stomach, knocking him across the whole cliff into a wall. Koda at this point is absolutely terrified. Literally in his mind screaming, oh, yeah, he's just like SpongeBob when he went on the mitten in that roller coaster episode. It's like, just continually screaming. Thing, punches him again and again, I'm sorry if I keep referencing, Dragon Ball Superhero, I just really want to. It's basically just a scene where, Gamma 2 is, at Piccolo's, stomach, and, it just does nothing, and he, looks up slowly, and then he's just looking down with a death glare. Only Dark Sonic doesn't have eyes, really. He doesn't really have eyes, per se. He just has white there. So, guy can't really give a death glare, but, he does the move, the full thing he does against, Knight, the counter. Only the first part is just him unleashing the punch he does against the barrage he does against Zavik and Forces. And he's like bah 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 bah, bah with a bunch and he's like, bah! Like his spinball's like, bah! And he's like, bah! And knocks him into the cliff, causing Coda to be knocked over, literally like, just falls over because of how much wind was like created. And don't even get started in the crater because like the wind got knocked up, but in the crater it would have been enough to move the like knock over the average male elephant. Hell, it might have been strong enough to like knock over like if imagine if like whales had legs. Might have been able to knock out a whale with just the wind. Not even the kick. The whale would have been knocked out just from the wind, which is crazy. So basically, basically, what he does is after that is like, yeah, woohoo, yeah, continually, and he's like, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah, whoa, continually like celebrating a little bit in his head. Then Muscular gets back up. He was nearly knocked out by that full thing. Like he's like really badly damaged. But Sonic, by the way, I'm gonna make him like Saiyan for this, like Super Saiyan, like blast, energy blast and stuff. So he lifts up his one hand, causes a small energy ball in it. Basically, just does like how like Anne fires like the her final energy blast against the core and Amphibia, if you know what I'm talking about, like and fires a massive blast, literally vaporizes the whole cliff. Like cliffside, one moment it's there, next moment, poof! One massive energy knocks everything over. Trees obliterated. The camp itself also kind of obliterated. The only thing safe was like the building where the students were. Like trees, every tree, everyone was on the floor, knocked out from that massive power expulsion. Sonic just floated back down to the ground, and then went back into his normal state, and then just. But Mr. Cress, like Knuckles Evelyn, I'm just kidding. Mr. Compress. I nearly said conference. Mr. Conference. Mr. Conference. Mr. Conference went up, was like, hey, Bakugo, I'm gonna steal you now. Stole Bakugo. By the way, Knuckles does know things about the Chaos Emeralds. In the last moment, like, he did get the Chaos Emerald, but he didn't get to go Super. But Knuckles, you remember Sonic's friends, Amy's Knuckles and Tails? Yeah, they still exist. So he went up to Knuckles, because Knuckles always had weird insights to, like, how the Chaos Emeralds worked. So he's like, hey, Knuckles, do you know how to use these? Like, what do they do? There's 7 of them. Him saying, hey, Sonic, let me use those for a minute. He comes back with the 7 super emeralds. And tons of rings. By the way, rings do exist, but it's like a weird, side effect for certain people. Like, Sonic's friends, basically anyone who's like related to Sonic's universe, like their souls, is like can see rings. It's like considered a birth defect here for all 4 of them. So tons and tons of rings, and Hypersonic is on the table now. So basically what happens is it's Sonic, Uraraka, and other thing, and Todoroki trying to save Bakugan. But what happens here is Sonic actually gets knocked out of the air by an All For One's attacks. He pulls out the Chaos the Hyper Emeralds, I call them, yeah, and then goes, "Brah! This is going up above the floor, like, time for a real challenge. And then, like, he had Super Saiyan Freeze, like, Gohan beast levels of intimidation happening. Then all of the rings came around him. Oh god. Electron orbitals. It looked like electron orbitals were around him. He had a star on his forehead now. Hypersonic now was Atom Sonic from the comics. We know this Sonic to be the strongest one ever. If we combine that with the multiplier that gives from Hyper, it makes him undescribably strong. Like, I mean, like, could take Whis' lunch money, like, bah! And then he's like, probably able to beat Zeno in a fight. Like, dude was overpowered. Like, All For One punched him. Because, like, the power was still warming up. He wasn't at full, so he just got, his head got moved to the left. He punched All For One with the force of, like, a nova exploding. Like, the force, like, with, like, the force of a nova exploding times 1 quadrillion. Like, this was punch. One moment, All For One was there. One moment, nothing. It's all over. All For One was just gone. Except for he was in Shigaraki's head, you know. But it was all over. Bakugo was saved. Except for the city wasn't saved, you know. That punch caused a shockwave big enough to level it. Like, every last bit of it. Leveled. Done. Zero. Nothing. Nothing left of the city. Literally vaporized. The heroes could barely, like, were getting knocked out, like, incredibly, like really, really damaged by this punch. Like, even, oh my god, hit so hard that it wasn't got rid of his one for all, which is it, like, put pressure on their whole body, like, you know, someone was grabbing them and, like, with, like, the same strength using that punch. So, All Might's wound got, like, pushed in on really badly, causing him immense pain and to no longer have one for all. So, no. So that incredible punch happened, literally causing the city to get vaporized. Heroes, like even a kilometer away, they felt massive shockwaves, like an earthquake had just directly hit. He was like a friggin', it's like a semi. It's like a human versus a semi-truck. Absolutely destroyed everything. And then afterwards, he was just there. Silent as a moth when it's, you know, being silent, not buzzing, you know. He was just silent. Then walked away. Guy just up and left. Guy just, you know, displayed the strongest force on Earth. Then just up and left. He was like, bye. Then walked away. For the next day at school, cause like, I'm gonna tell you, I mean, like, this was permanent too, like the Atom Sonic. So, yeah, he was permanently this strong. Yeah. Like, I'm gonna cut the story short with a quick little abridged thing of what happened. He went to the Tornado agency. Like he was Deku or something. Mainly because that was the one Deku said he was gonna go to. Met Kai Chisaki. I'm gonna give him up some power. I just really want Sonic to have. He can read minds, so he reads Aries' mind. I figure that's what Kai did. Punches him like with now enough control, not to literally make the city explode. But like, and yes, this is how I feel for writing the story. But straight enough that he like just kind of obliterates, like vaporizes. Like it was a 1-inch punch basically from an anime, like a 1-inch punch. Just like an immediately vaporization. Gentle Criminal still happened, just this time Gentle got absolutely vaporized as well. Like the thing is, no one knew about these villains really, so they got vaporized. No one knew. So he just, did that. Everyone thought they were an illusion. Except Aries, he totally thought Kai was real. It was like he killed her. But didn't really care about him dying. He didn't feel any remorse. Then season 6 happens. Season 6 stops before season 6 starts. So the rest of UA was just normal, well, except for the fact they had what was basically a literal god walking around, like wait, no, I gotta do this. If I'm on a lovely day to walk down the road, if we ever stop singing, I will explode. Hey, Sonic. What have you done? Yeah, basically like that. Every day. So Sonic, after that, became #1. If you're wondering, the way Sonic's DNA, like, his power fused with, like, the thing, it was like Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Base in Battle of Gods. Like, the power just became a part of him. So he just had, like, the most overpowered. He was even stronger than, like, Goku. Like, even stronger than, like, Granola Arc. Friggin' Granola. I mean, like, no, Gas. I mean, actually, no, Frieza. Granola Arc Frieza. And we all know what he did to Goku and Vegeta. Hey, Vegeta! Vegeta, get up. What's the power level say? He looks over at Frieza and it's like 9 quadrillion million. And it's like the biggest power level ever read. And he's like, Vegeta. Yeah, that's Nappa. Yeah. So Nappa just does a Nappa, so Nappa nappas. You could say he wants to go for a nap. Huh? Anyway, so he just does that. So becomes the strongest hero and accidentally becomes immortal at one point. Yeah. Was cursed by a villain. So he's just immortal, so he lives until the Big Bang, lives after the Big Bang, lives after the whole universe starts reconstructing again. So he just lives forever, and it's kind of sad actually, because after a while he's just empty, alone.